Hello friends, in the last two videos already I have discussed some standard form of integrals. Now that video is particularly the continuation of the before two videos, and that is also the part 3 of the standard integrals form. Let's start. So the first one is the integration of 1 divided by 1 minus x square root of 1 minus x square. Now when that type of form is particularly there, this is known as the form of substitution of the trigonometric function. Let's check what to do. In that case, we may consider the small x or the variable x as the sine theta. So it is becoming the dx is equal to cos theta d theta. So after substitution, what we are getting? Now 1 minus x square, that one is 1 minus sine square theta, square root of 1 minus sine square theta. Now if we substitute the x with the theta, then we are getting the dx as cos theta d theta. Then 1 minus sine square theta, we also know that is known as cos square theta, and the 1 square root of 1 minus sine square theta, that is becoming cos square theta, and that is after square root we are getting as cos theta. Now 1 by integration of 1 by cos square theta, that can be written in the form of sec square theta, that is the d theta, and the cos theta both are omitted. So the final result is becoming tan theta plus the integration constant. Now if we consider the substitution, here we are getting x is equal to sine theta. So we have to check the result on behalf of x. So sine theta is equal to x, then we can write sine square theta is equal to x square. That means we are squaring on the both side. Now cos square theta means 1 minus sine square theta. So that one is becoming 1 minus x square. So tan square theta is equal to sine square theta by cos square theta. So that one is equal to x square divided by 1 minus x square. So the finally tan theta is equal to x by square root of 1 minus x square, and the final result is given here, that is x divided by square root of 1 plus x square plus the integration constant. Let's check another problem. That is also the form of substitution of the variable with a trigonometric function. Here the integral is given as integration of 1 by x square and square root of x square plus x square. Now here we are putting x as a tan theta. As the constant a is there, so we are writing it here. So in that way we are finding that dx is equal to a of sec square theta d theta. Hence x square plus a square, that means a square tan square theta plus a square, and we are getting that one is a square 1 plus tan square theta, and that one is equal to sec square theta. So x square plus a square is becoming a square sec square theta. So if we substitute the complete thing with theta for x, then we are writing here for dx, that is equal to a of sec square theta d theta. Now x square is equal to a square tan square theta. We are writing it here, and square root of a square plus x square, already we have found that that one is a square sec square theta. So square root of x square plus a square theta is particularly a of sec theta. So we are just replacing that one with a of sec theta. Now if we divide sec theta 1, that means it is becoming, and also we are omitting a here. So that one is becoming the numerator, that is sec theta, and the denominator is a square tan square theta. Now sec theta means 1 by cos theta. A square is there, that is written here 1 by a square. Now tan square theta means sin square theta by cos square theta. So if we once again omit 1 cos theta, that is becoming 1 by s square of numerator is now cos theta, as we can write or divide it here like that, cos theta, and that one is sin square theta by cos square theta. So 1 cos theta has been crossed out, and that is becoming cos theta here. So 1 by a square cos theta sin square theta divided by. Now if we put m is equal to sin theta, then dm is equal to cos theta d theta. So once again if we substitute the complete thing with m, that means the theta, that is becoming 1 by s square, that is as a multiplier. Now cos theta d theta is equal to dm, and as sin theta is equal to m, so we are writing sin square theta as m square theta. So that is becoming, after integration, minus 1 by s square minus 1 by m plus the integration constant. Now once again we have to return up to x. Now x is equal to a cos theta, sorry, a tan theta. So x square is equal to a square tan square theta. So x square plus a square is equal to x square sec square theta. So sec square theta is equal to x square plus a square by a square. Now as cos square theta is equal to 1 by sec square theta, that means cos square theta is equal to 1 by sec square theta, we may write it cos square theta as in that way. Now sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus that 1 is becoming now x square plus a square minus a square by divided by x square plus a square. So sin theta is equal to x divided by square root of x square plus a square. So if we write 1 by m, that one is a square sin theta, then we are getting that sin theta is equal to x by square root of x square plus a square. So as that is divided form, so the final result must be minus of 1 by x square into square root of x square plus a square by x plus the integration constant. Let's check another form. Here integration of 1 by square root of 4x minus 3 minus square root of 4x plus 3. If we look at the thing, that is the form is looking like 1 by square root of a minus square root of b. So that is particularly a surd. So what we have to do? So when the form is integration of 1 by a simple surd, just we are rationalizing the denominator. So for the rationalization, whatever we have to do, that is the minus is given here. So we are multiplying the plus here, multiplying the plus form here. So as the denominator is also multiplying that particular plus form, so the numerator also has to be multiplied with the plus form. So finally we are getting the denominator as 4x minus 3 minus 4x plus 3, that means a square minus b square form, and the denominator is becoming minus 6 and numerator is the surd. Now we can divide, or simply we can say that 1 by minus 6 can be written on the outside as a multiplier, as it is a constant. So only the numerator part is here. So we are just separating it with the sum rule of integration. So that is 4x minus 3, we are putting m is equal to 4x minus 3, then dm is equal to 4 dx. So the first part, that is 4x minus 3, so it is becoming 1 by 4 of square root of m dm. So finally it is giving us the result as 2 by 3 m into 2 by m to the power 2 by 3. And in the same way we are just substituting 4x plus 3 with n and giving us the result as 2 by 3 into n to the power 2 by 3. Now just replace the m and n with their original values and we are getting the result here. Here 1 by 4 particularly has been taken common before, so it is becoming minus 1 by 24, 6 into 4 here. So in that way we can simplify the integration which has the denominator is a simple surd. That means we have to rationalize the complete thing. So next term is just integration of x square plus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole to the power 3 by 2. Here the form is just like integration of a polynomial of x as a numerator and the denominator is a linear but to the power of any number. Just look, that is the polynomial of x and here that is the linear part x plus 1 and to the power of any number. So here what we have to do, take the linear part here, that is x plus 1. Now substitute it with a variable that is suppose z. Then x is equal to z minus 1 and we are getting dx is equal to dz. Now substitute the thing. As x plus 1 is equal to z, so that is becoming, the denominator is becoming z to the power 3 by 2. Now as x square plus 1, so x is equal to z minus 1. We are writing for x, that one is z minus 1 whole square plus the 1 is here. So after simplification we are getting the result as numerator is z square minus 2z plus 2 divided by z to the power 3 by 2. So simply divide each and every part of the numerator in with the z to the power 3 by 2. Z square divided by z to the power 3 by 2 minus 2, that 2 is here, z by z to the power 3 by 2 plus 2 divided by z to the power 3 by 2 and finally we are getting that one is z to the power half minus 2 into z to the power minus half plus 2 into z to the power minus 3 by 2. So after the simply integration we are getting the result as 2 by 3 z to the power 3 by 2 minus 4 into z to the power half and minus 4 into z to the power minus half and plus the integration constant. Now just replace the value of z with x, that means z is equal to x plus 1 whole to the power 3 by 2 minus 4 into x plus 1 whole to the power half minus 4 into x plus 1 whole to the power minus half plus the integration constant, and that is the final result. Now we are proceeding to a very interesting form, and the form is like sin x to the power any odd integer or cos x to the power any odd integer. Let's check the problem here. Example, that is integration of sin to the power 7x. Now if we look at the thing, that is an odd integer value, that's 7. So here what we have to do, when we have that type of sin or cos to the power odd integer, just one part take as a even. That means sin to the power 6x and one only sin x, you just have to multiply with the dx. So whatever it is becoming sin to the power 6x, that can be written in the form sin square x whole to the power 3 into sin x dx. Now sin square x, that means we can write it as 1 minus cos square x. So we are writing sin square is x, 1 minus cos square x whole to the power 3 and into sin x dx. Now if we put cos x is equal to z, so dz is equal to minus of sin x dx. So just in place of sin x dx, we are writing that one as minus dz, and for cos x that one is 1 minus z square whole to the power 3. So if we a minus b whole cube, that formula expand, so that is becoming 1 minus 3z square plus 3z to the power 4 minus z to the power 6, and dz, the minus has been taken, or minus 1 has been taken as a common. Now just a simple integration using the summation rule or the difference rule. So that one is 1 dz, that is becoming z, minus 3z square dz, that is becoming 3 into z cube by 3, plus that one was 3z to the power 4 dz, so that is becoming 3 into z to the power 5 by 5, and finally z to the power 6 dz, that is minus z to the power 7 by 7. So minus as a taken common, that is true here now. Now just replace the value of z with cos x, and the final result is here cos x minus, as the 3 omitted here, so that one cos cube x plus 3 by 5 z to the power 5 by cos to the power 5x minus finally 1 by 7 cos to the power 7x plus the integration constant. So whatever we have to do when we have sin x or cos x whole to the power any odd integer, just write down that in an even form and only 1 whole to the power 1, that sin x or cos x as in a other part. So that is the way that form can be solved very easily. So the next form we are proceeding. In that form, particularly not only one sin x or cos x has been given. Here the form may be sin x whole to the power odd integer and into cos x whole to the power any number, or cos x whole to the power odd integer and sin x whole to the power any number. Let's check with a problem. Here integration of sin to the power 5x into cos to the power 1 by 3x. Now check the first form. That means sin x to the power 5, so that is an odd integer, and cos x whole to the power 1 by 3, that any number. So the same thing is doing here. We are here. That is sin to the power 5. We can write it as sin to the power 4x into sin x, and that is written with the dx part. And another one is cos to the power 1 by 3x. So we can write the sin to the power 4x, that means the even part, as sin square x whole to the power 2, and we can write it as 1 minus cos square x whole to the power 2. Now just put the any variable z, that one as cos x. So dz is equal to minus of sin x dx. So we can put that value here, that one as minus dz, and cos x for z, so we may write that one as z to the power 1 by 3, and 1 minus cos square x, so that can be written as 1 minus z square whole to the power 2. So once again we are just expanding a minus b whole square formula here, so that one is 1 minus 2 into z square plus z to the power 4 into z to the power cube. Now multiply that bracket part with the z to the power 1 by 3, and that one is z to the power 1 by 3 minus 2z to the power 7 by 3 plus z to the power 13 by 3. Now once again the sums and difference rule are applying here for integration, and for z to the power 1 by 3 dz, that is becoming 3 by 4 z to the power 4 by 3 minus 2 into z to the power 7 by 3 dz, that one is becoming 2 by 3 z to the power 10 by 3, and the final z to the power 13 by 3 dz is 3 by 16 z to the power 16 by 3 plus the integration constant. Now we can omit that one, so that one is becoming 3 by 5, and finally we are putting the value of z here, so that one is cos x. So the final result, the minus was there, so minus is here, 3 by 4 cos to the power 4 by 3x minus 3 by 5 cos to the power 10 by 3x and plus 3 by 16 cos to the power 16 by 3x plus the integration constant. So particularly here also we are applying that odd integer power part as one part in even and only to the power 1 in connected with the integral dx. So we are proceeding on the next form. Here sin to the power mx into cos to the power nx. Now one condition is there, that m plus n must be a negative number, or particularly we may say a negative integer. So what to do now? Once again sin to the power mx into cos to the power nx, but that m plus n must be a negative integer. Let's check with the problem. Sin square x divided by cos to the power 6x. Now we can write it as here like sin square x into cos to the power minus 6x. So that is our m, that is our n. So according to m plus n, that one is 2 plus minus 6 or minus 4. So that is a negative number and integer and also even. Now we are just doing nothing. We are just putting z, that variable, as tan x. So dz is equal to sec square x of dx. Now we can write that one. Sin square x divided by cos to the power 6x. So we are writing it as sin square x divided by cos square x into 1 by cos to the power 4x. Once again, 1 by cos to the power 4x can be written as 1 by cos square x into 1 by cos square x can be now written as sec square x. So here sin square by cos square x, that one can be written as tan square x. Now that one is sec square x and that one is sec square x dx. Now we have to put the value. Now dz is equal to sec square x dx. So we can use that one here. Tan square x, now tan square x, sec square x can be written as 1 plus tan square x. So finally if we replace the values of x with the z, that is becoming z square. Tan square x means because we have substitute z with tan x, and 1 plus tan square x, that one is 1 plus z square, and sec square x dx, that one is now dz. So simply a multiplication, z square plus z to the power 4 dz, and we are getting the result as z to the power 3 by 3 plus z to the power 5 by 5 plus the integration constant. Now put only the value of z with tan x. So that one is becoming tan cube x by 3 plus 10 to the power 5x divided by 5 plus the integration constant. And that is the final result. So let's check with another problem. That one is integration of square root of tan x divided by sin x into cos x. Now square root of tan x, that means we can write it as square root of sin x divided by square root of cos x. So here we are writing that square root of tan x as here. Sin x, that sin x was here, and cos x, that one is here. So that one is becoming now square root of sin x as numerator, sin x in the denominator part, that is intact. Now the square root of cos x into cos x can be written as cos x to the power 3 by 2, and we can write it as sin to the power minus half as that one, and for that square root of sin x divided by sin x, so that one is sin x whole to the power minus x, and cos to the power minus 3 by 2. So once again the form is looking like sin to the power mx into cos to the power nx, where m plus n is equal to minus half minus 3 by 2, or that is becoming a minus 2, and that is an negative integer. So we can use the same type of form just previously we have done. So here sin to the power minus half x, we are writing it here, cos to the power minus 3 by 2x, and we are just writing here that one is cos square x into sin square x, that one is giving us the result as 1. So that is an extra for some substitution part. So sec square x dx, we are keeping it intact. Now that part, cos to the power minus 3 by 2x and cos square x, that can be take the form as cos to the power half x. So finally if we write here, that is cos to the power half of x divided by sin to the power minus half was there, so we can write it as sin to the power minus x. So that one is becoming cot to the power half x, and written here that is cot to the power half x into the sec square is dx was there, that one is keeping intact. Now the same substitution, we are putting z as tan x. So dz is equal to sec square dx. So we are for that part can get the result as dz, and cot to the power half x can be written as tan x whole to the power minus half. So that is z to the power minus half. So after a simple integration, we are getting the result as z to the power half divided by half plus the integration constant. That means 2 into square root of z plus c. Now just putting the value of z here, that is tan x, we are getting the result as 2 into square root of tan x plus the integration constant, and that is the result here. Now the next form, and that is also very interesting. Yet now whatever we have done, that is based on sine or cos. Now the form is sec x whole to the power even integer or cosec x whole to the power even integer. Let's check the problem. Sec to the power 6x. Now once again we can write it one part as the even to the power 4 and only one part as sec square. So we are writing that sec to the power 4x as sec square whole to the power 2 into sec square x dx. So sec square x can be written as 1 plus tan square x whole to the power 2 into sec square dx. Now that is very important. Once again we are putting z is equal to tan x, give us the dz is equal to sec square x dx. So we are writing that sec square x dx here as dz, and that one is 1 plus z square whole to the power 2. So simply the expansion as like a plus b whole square we are getting as 1 plus 2z whole square plus z to the power 4 dz, and which give us the simple integration of z plus 2 into z cube by 3 plus z to the power 5 by 5 plus the integration constant, and finally putting the value of z as tan x, we are getting the final result tan x plus 2 by 3 tan cube x plus 1 by 5 tan to the power 5x plus the integration constant. So let's check another form. Now the form is not sine, not cos, not sec, not the cosec, based on tan x and cot x. Tan x whole to the power any integer and also the cot x whole to the power any integer. What happens? Let the result is here, or the problem is here, tan cube x. Here we are writing that one part once again as only 1 to the power and another one the other part. Now that even part can be written as, suppose that one was tan to the power 4x. So that can be written as tan square x whole square x. Okay. So tan square x means sec square x minus 1. So that may be written sec square x minus 1 whole square. But here only the tan square x was there. So we are writing it as sec square x minus 1 dx. Just multiplying tan is sec square x dx minus tan x dx. So if we put that one, tan x is equal to z, so dz is equal to sec square dx. So that part is now only dz and tan x is equal to z. So give us the result as z square by 2. And integration of tan x dx, we already know that one is minus log sec x mod of. So plus the integration constant, and that is our the result. Now another problem is based on cot x only. So here the problem is cot to the power 6x dx. Once again we are dividing it with one part as square, that is cot square x dx, another part is cot to the power 4x. So cot to the power 4x and cot square x, we can write it as cosec square x minus 1. So once again after multiplying cot to the power 4x cosec square x dx minus cot to the power 4x dx. So that part is particularly, if we write cot x as z, so give us the result as dz is equal to cosec square x dx. So that part can be written as dz and cot square x, so that can be written as z to the power 4 dz. So finally a very simple integration giving us the result as z to the power 5 divided by 5. Now look at the second part, that means here after minus. So that one is now cot to the power 4x dx. So once again we can write it as cot square x and cot square x. So now cot square x means cosec square x minus 1. Once again a multiplication and give us the cot square cosec square x dx minus and minus here. So that one is becoming plus cot square x. Once again if we put z is equal to cot x, we are getting the result as cosec square x dx. So we can write that one as dz and that one as z square. Now the final one, cot square x. So we can write it as cosec square x minus 1 and another division, that is cosec square x minus dx. So finally that one can be written as that z square dz. After simple integration give us z cube by 3. Integration of cosec square x give us the result as minus cot x, and finally the integration of dx is equal to x minus x plus the integration constant. Now put the values of z here, that one is cot to the power 5x divided by 5 minus cot to the power 3x divided by 3 minus cot x minus x plus the integration constant. And today that is the end of third part of the standard integral.